Hello, Buddhas. Today we are going to be talking about how to get people to like you. Now, in this one here, we are going to be talking about fulfilling desires. But before we do that, hit down below, hit that playlist with over 100 Buddha Billionaire videos, and while you're at it, subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell notification so we can get Billionaire Buddha up to its namesake. Now, desire. You have desires, and you're here to fulfill them. But what if I told you that a really fun way of going about that was to fulfill everyone else's desires? If a rich man is walking around with a big sign on his head that says, "I have $1 million, help." If that was happening, A, he might get mugged. But other than the mugging aspect, people would probably come up to him and be like, "Here, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. I have this thing I want you to buy. It's the greatest thingy ever." And the rich man's gonna go, "I don't need any of that. I'm rich. I don't need it. Go away. Screw off. None of you are fulfilling my desires." And a lot of people are gonna look at that and just constantly hit it with a brick wall. They're gonna say, "Here's the thing that I really like, buy it from me. How can I make a buck off of you?" And the rich man's gonna walk around and say, "I've got $1 million, but he's gonna have to add to the sign, 'I don't want any of your junk.'" Because people are constantly trying to flaunt their wares. They're constantly trying to push what they have got down other people's throats so that they can make a buck. And the whole economy of the world has an aspect of that to it, and it always will. But if you go up to the rich man and you say, "Mr. Rich Man, what do you desire?" You put the whole Lucifer twist on it, and then the rich man will turn to you and say, "My gosh, for years I've been walking around with this sign on my head, and for years people have been trying to give me their crap to get my money. No one has actually asked me what it is that I want." Because most people don't freaking realize that because you have desires, other people might too. Think about that possibility. Now, you're probably thinking, "Buddha Billionaire Guy, don't be rude. I totally understand that other people have desires. But do you really? Do you really?" Because this one here has taken me a really long time to figure out. My world is all about me, 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 me. It's a very standard, normal way of being. But if you take care of you, I'm not saying to sell your soul. But what I am saying is, if you've taken care of you to the point where you're good with you, but you want to get better and bigger and help more and grow more as a human being and as a contributor to society, then if you go up to that rich man and you say, "Mr. Rich Man, what is it that I can actually do for you?" And the rich man might say, "I've been looking for this widget, and I would absolutely love to have a good supply of these widgets, and I will pay handsomely for those widgets. Would you kindly take care of that for me?" "Well, Mr. Rich Man, now I know what you want, and I can go and I can put my resources and my time into sourcing that for you. I will go ahead and then give that to you, and you can pay me as we have agreed upon." And then the rich man's happy because his desire for that widget was fulfilled, and the person who fulfilled it is happy because he did work and got paid. That seems like a very amicable situation. And don't forget, Buddhas, that this is a scale, this is a level. So the rich man made his money by fulfilling desires of others, and you're making your money by fulfilling the desires of the rich man. And this can be changed into so many myriads of different situations, relationships, families, all of this stuff, but money seems to be one of those fairly default, yeah, we exchange, I give you money, you give me a thing. That one's pretty understandable. But it's not always obvious. And that's why I was making this video here today, because I know that you desire to hear about these ideas and to understand it and have these articulated so that you can build you into the greatest you that's possible for you. That's kind of the point here. I'm not going around making videos so that I can fulfill all of my desires. Yes, it's a part of the desire for me to provide that value. My desire is to provide value in the course of online consumption, entertainment, more in the works, more coming. But that's because I know that there's a bunch of rich man, that's you guys, out there saying, hey, help. And it's not because anyone knows more or less, it's just because this is my passion and I can provide it. And at the end of the day, when you are fulfilling the desires of others, and if you can tap into the part of you that understands and knows that that is extremely satisfying, then you are fulfilling you ultimately. I'm not saying go up to the rich man and do something that goes against your ethical code, right? If the rich man says, I need you to kill this person for me, you can just say, nope, calling the police, bye. But if you understand what your value is, then you're good. You know that you're not going to do something that is wrong because it goes against you. You are your set point. That's it. So remember, Buddhas, fulfilling people's desires is one of the most straightforward and abundant ways of actually achieving your own desires. And remember, the most important thing, just love yourself.